Afternoon, Cy. How are you today? Hi, Cy. Fuck. Man, this is gonna be a pain. Hi, Cy. Long time no see indeed. I believe you were going to talk about one of the greatest games ever on the Sega Dreamcast, and that's Sonic Adventure. Sonic the Hedgehog. Wait. I believe you are going to talk about one of the greatest games on the Sega Genesis. Blah, 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 blah. I believe you are going to talk about one of the greatest games to ever appear on the Dreamcast that stars Sonic the Hedgehog. And that game is Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast. You're goddamn right it is. In 1994, development began on one of shit. In 1994, development began on what would be the first fully 3D Sonic the Hedgehog game. And it would go on to succeed all the previous Sonic games in the 1990s. An underrated machine with some great games, but couldn't compete with the Nintendo 64 and the PlayStation. This kind of lens makes me want to vomit if I'm being honest here, Cy. Gamers, however, got Sonic Jam. That was more than a compilation of the past Sonic games, but it did feature the beginnings of a 3D Sonic game. This came in the form of the Sega Dreamcast, and the game, Sonic Adventure. And with this, Sonic Team began. And with this, Sonic Team came up with the initial idea of modernizing Sonic as well as all of his friends. The Sonic Team were sent to Central and South America for inspiration in order to achieve a more fleshed out world for Sonic. And in just 10 months, Sonic Adventure was ready to take its place in history alongside the Dreamcast in late 1999. Oh, calm down, Cy. I've always wanted to do this bit. And like always, let's go back to the past and see how Sonic Adventure was advertised. Her father, Chief Paka. Oh man. Her father, Chief Paka. This is gonna be hard, Sai. I'm sorry. Her father, Chief Paka Kamek. Her father, Chief Paka Kamek, has goals of expanding the Knuckles clan territory and knows the only way to do this is with the power of the Chaos Emeralds. Despite Tikal begging her father not to steal the emeralds, he commences with his plan, sending several soldiers to claim the emerald's power. In the conflict, several Chaos are injured, sending the God of Destruction Chaos into fight. In the conflict, several Chao are injured, sending the God of Destruction Chaos into a fit of anger, and with this, transforms into a violent force of nature. We fast forward to the present day. The evil scientist Dr. Eggman, also known as Dr. Robotnik, learns of the legend of chaos and the power this water god wields. Fast forward to the present day. The evil scientist Dr. Eggman, also known as Dr. Robotnik, learns of the legend of chaos and the power this water god yields. Believing the legend to be true, Eggman smashes the Master Emerald into pieces, freeing chaos in the process. And from there, gamers will come face to face with chaos, foreshadowing future events in the game, and a great way to start this classic on Dreamcast. Being able to access the resting place of the Master Emerald always brings... Being able to access the resting place of the Master Emerald always brings back nostalgic memories for me. Kind of like an RPG. And of course, with all RPGs, there's the ability of upgrading characters, and this is done by seeking out hidden items that will allow gamers to progress. Amy is chased by a large robot, very much how like Sarah Connor is chased by the Terminator. Tails and E-102 Gamma will blast everything in sight. Now, can gamers avoid asking for clues for that perfect score? Okay, let me do that again. Now, can gamers avoid asking for clues for that perfect score? Nope, we don't, Sai. And all I can say is that character is super and essentially a hedgehog version of a Super Saiyan. And of course, at the time, there was no 3D Sonic game. With plenty of playable characters and the introduction of With plenty of playable characters and the introduction of the Chaos. With plenty of playable characters and the introduction of the Chao, gamers could even take the adventure on with them, leaving their homes. Eventually a sequel would follow that introduced a more action-packed adventure, better controls, and a new character in the form of Shadow the Hedgehog. Come on, Sai. Give in to the dark side. We got cookies. Eventually, Sonic Adventure would have a director's cut released for gaming fans that updated the graphics, fixed some of the technical issues, and righted some of the wrongs that gamers had to endure the first time around. If this happened when I was a kid, If this happened when I was a kid, my head would have exploded right out my ass. With the introduction of new characters and a whole new tale for Sonic mythos, it's easy to see why Sonic Adventure is still loved the world over. In fact, it's one of my favorite, absolute favorite games for the Dreamcast. Perhaps an adventure through time would be the focus, witnessing the coming of the Chaos Emeralds from space, the rise of Dr. Robotnik, and the return of an ancient menace from beyond. Pleasure's all mine, sign. Don't worry. I will be having myself a little beer for the blue furball. You take it easy now. I'll be seeing you.